5-year-old Decula boy took a big step earlier this month.
Now, Josiah Barfield underwent his final heart repair surgery, hopefully putting years of hospital visits behind him. The Fox Medical Team's Beth Galvin is here now with his story.
And Sine and Tom, if you look at the necklace around Josiah's neck, it really tells the story of what he's been through, because each bead is a bead of courage that was hard earned. And there are hundreds of them worn around the neck of a heart warrior who's just coming out of preschool. At 5, Josiah Barfield is kind of a frequent flyer here at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta at Eggleston, recovering from his 3rd open heart surgery.
It was very hard to come back.
Lacey Barfield knows this was always part of the plan. Josiah had his first operation when he was 8 days old, another at 5 months, and this one should be his last.
But at the same time, we're bringing back a little boy and not a baby who asks questions. He can express his fears and his worries.
It's been a long journey, because right about the time this photo was taken, about halfway through Lacey's pregnancy, a routine scan revealed a problem with Josiah's heart. They call this hypoplastic left heart syndrome.
Basically, it was going to be born with half a heart. The left side didn't fully develop.
So Lacey and her husband Anthony braced themselves for what was to come.
Our faith is our foundation, so I think that, well, I know that played a huge part, but we also were reassured that, he's fine until he gets here.
Hours after he was born, Josiah was transferred here to Children's, where his parents met pediatric cardiac nurse Audrey Beckman.
And Lacey and Anthony were just the sweetest parents, and it's a scary, scary time period for these parents. And a lot of times we are able to bond with them and be more like family sometimes, and it creates a relationship that you have throughout their life.
Soon they were handing off their baby to the OR team.
A lot of people tell you, you're so strong, but we didn't have a choice. In order for him to live, he had to have the surgery.
After a second operation, complications. They spent 4 months here in the hospital. Then they got a break.
Just let him be a kid, and that's what he did for 4.5 years. We had to get stitches under our chin because he was being a boy.
By his final procedure, Josiah had earned hundreds of beads of courage, one for each needle stick and procedure and night in the hospital. Cardiothoracic surgeon Dr. Kurt Canner, who performed all 3 of his surgeries, had become a friend, and Lacey a lifeline to other heart parents.
She's someone that we point to when there's a baby that's been diagnosed even before they're born, because she's navigated all of that.
And Lacey knows their story, Josiah's story, gives other parents hope that things can and will get better.
So to have that, behind us and know that we can just go and live life is nice.
And Josiah went home from the hospital on Monday after nearly 2 weeks at Children's Healthcare, and now hopefully the toughest part is behind the Barfields, and Lacey continues to come back to Children's, but this time as a support to other heart moms and dads. And Tom and Sine, she knows exactly where they are, so that's really helpful for them to see somebody who's further down the road and who, whose child is now thriving like he is.
Yeah, just to have some hope that
Absolutely.
We're going to get through
Hope
this.
is the word.
And an amazing support network there as well.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, Beth, thanks.